Most people never notice this, but nearly every industry gets paid just to diagnose problems. Your furnace breaks and you hand over money before anything even gets fixed. Your car makes a weird noise and they bill you only to tell you what you already feared. But marketers, we have been giving away diagnoses for free for years. Here is where everything changes. There is a simple shift happening right now that lets you get paid $300 just to diagnose problems. And now, without building funnels, without guessing what a client needs, and without spending hours preparing anything. Stay with me, because this next part unlocks the whole thing. I'm Paul James, and I help people get leverage, especially if you're starting with very little. I used to live in my brother's garage while trying to grow a business between classes. I had no fancy tools, only resourcefulness. If something like this existed back then, things would have moved way faster. Now here's the real problem. The old way of getting clients relied on free audits. You spend hours researching their brand, writing notes, building presentations, and only to hear, "Thanks, but we're not ready." Most people never realize this part, but free work actually trains clients to undervalue you. It slows everything down. You burn energy proving yourself before earning a single dollar. So I built something that flips the dynamic. I call it the Insight Tripler method. Inside that method is the well-known 3-3-3 strategy. And it lets you get paid up front to diagnose the exact issues a business struggles with. This is where everything clicks. The secret behind this whole workflow is what I call precision gap mapping. It sounds fancy, but it is simple. You compare where a business currently stands, map the missing leverage points, and present those gaps as a clear visual diagnosis that they can buy. And yes, people happily pay for this because no one else is doing it. Here's the fun part, there is a tool called Offer Fixer AI. It sits as an optional upsell inside the 3-3-3 method. And this thing turns precision gap mapping into almost a push-button workflow. Watch how smooth this is. You type in the business you want to audit, then you type in one competitor. Offer Fixer AI runs a full comparison line by line across positioning, messaging, visibility, credibility, and offer strength. Here is where things get wild. It then formats everything into a clean PDF report you can export instantly. The software costs $79 once, but the report you generate can sell for $300 over and over. I remember feeling overwhelmed by tools like this when I first started. I thought I needed to understand every corner of marketing before I charged for anything. Turns out, you only need a clear process and a tool that handles the heavy lifting. And beginners, this becomes a simple bridge into real revenue without needing big skills yet. Most people skip this next insight, but it is the secret sauce. When someone pays for a diagnosis, they almost always buy the solution too. You become the logical choice because you already mapped their gaps. You already showed them their blind spots. You already proved you understand them. The money follows the clarity. Let me give you a quick micro story so you can see this in motion. A woman inside my community wanted to work with local salons. She picked one salon she liked. She typed that business into Offer Fixer AI. Then she typed in a nearby competitor. The tool produced a sharp PDF showing exactly where the salon was losing attention and revenue. She sold the diagnosis for $300 the same afternoon, and within a week, that salon hired her to fix 2 of the gaps the report highlighted, all because she used precision gap mapping instead of free labor. Here's something most people miss. You do not need a big audience. You do not need cold calling. You do not need elaborate funnels. Your offer is the diagnosis itself. Businesses pay because no one else in the marketing world treats diagnostics like an actual product. Picture what your next 30 days look like once you master this. Imagine getting paid to analyze businesses instead of giving away your brain for free. Imagine stacking a few $300 diagnoses each week without feeling pushy or salesy. This becomes your new normal once you run the 3-3-3 method with Offer Fixer AI behind it. I'll leave a link below to pick up the 3-3-3 method. It's under $20 right now, and then you'll see Offer Fixer AI as the upsell for just $79. You'll have everything you need. Thanks for watching.